Thanks to all of our sponsors for making our Computex 2024 coverage possible.
We're big fans of NZXT and have not only worked with them for years, but have on a personal level used their products for a very long time too. We like their products so much that we use their cases, power supplies and coolers in our offices, which make up our test benches for all of our GPU, CPU, storage and memory content. And at Computex 2024, they showcased the H7 from 2022 and the H6 Flow, which launched last year. But now, after reviewer and customer feedback, they have improved on the H7 2022 version with the new H7 case. While the naming may confuse some people, it's clear to see that this is a completely different beast. While they are launching the new variant, they are also simplifying things too, with a big focus on airflow with the completely mesh front and some very cool design choices. NZXT have increased the size of the H7 somewhat, which now means that a 420mm rad can be put into the front of the case, while a 360mm can also be put into the top, making it perfect not just for airflow or AIO installations, but with a big focus on custom loop installs. We also now have a vertically mounted PSU, which doesn't sound all that interesting until you realise what that means for the case, as now it opens up the bottom for 3 120mm fans in a recessed area, which also should allow for radiator placement for custom loop builds, or maybe even a GPU with built-in AIO. Now, it is still a mid-tower, even though the size has been increased to accommodate these extra cooling capabilities, but the most unique thing is how they've hidden the PSU and kind of completely ditched the shroud in favour of a wavy panel, which really adds to the aesthetics of the case and also really opens up the inside in terms of looks and capabilities for housing the largest components. They also showed off the case in black, partially stripped down to give you an idea as to the size and what you're actually dealing with. And from a PC builder standpoint, it looks like you've got a lot of room to work with, and installation should be easy, which is something NZXT have always prided themselves on being about, especially as they are technically a system integrator as well as a component manufacturer. NZXT also had some examples of how the case looks with systems built into them, just to get an idea of what's possible, as well as showing them off in both black or white for you guys to see what both colours actually look like. They populated the systems as much as possible with 360mm AIOs in the top and then fans in every possible location available. This also gave them a chance to show off their audio products and monitors to show that NZXT really are pushing the full ecosystem of what they have available and kind of how it seamlessly integrates with other components in a clean but functional way. Now, in terms of the H7, we actually have one of the cases on its way to us as we speak, so expect a full review over on eTeknix.com very, very soon. And in terms of simplifying things, instead of, say, 4 different models like having the Elite and the Flow and the Standard and RGB and non-RGB, instead now there will just be 2 models with the H7 Flow and an RGB version, which should retail for around $120 or so and $140 or so respectively. Now, for those eagle-eyed viewers, you'll notice that the fans aren't something that you've actually seen before from NZXT, and instead are a single unibody fan that makes up part of their F-Series RGB core range. These are ARGB, along with having a strip on the side, which adds that little extra flare, and I'll be honest, they are very, very bright. Again, to simplify things, they are available in 240, 280 and 360mm, and will be in black or white, and until NZXT told us, I did have a small gripe. They come with a proprietary connector, and I personally hate that, as you're having to buy into a brand's ecosystem, and to me, well, that's wrong. That's why we have standards for a lot of connectors on a PC. But NZXT made it clear about what they're actually doing, and you know what? I'm all for it. While the fans do have an NZXT connector, and they have worked on a new hub called Hub 3, you don't have to actually use it. While NZXT, I'm sure, would love you to use their ecosystem and these unibody fans will connect in effortlessly and allow them to be controlled via the CAM software, they don't want you to feel alienated and like they're forcing you to use it. So instead, they are bundling in a cable that will convert it from the proprietary connector to a standard ARGB connector and PWM 4-pin header. So personally, I want to thank NZXT for making this move, and I think the general consumer will appreciate the fact that they won't need to spend more money unless they really want to. This should also clean things up in terms of cable management and should make installing the fans much easier, as now you only need 4 screws. So again, all about the ease of installation. Now, of course, for those who don't want RGB, NZXT were keen to show off their F120 and F140P range of fans, as well as the F120 and F140Q range of fans for those who want static pressure case fans with low noise, or those who want quiet operation and optimized airflow. And again, these are available in black or white depending on your needs. Now, one thing I was really excited to see was not only have NZXT gone for a slight refresh of their C-Series PSU lineup with newer ATX 3.1 certification, but they now have a 1500 watt Platinum model, as well as something I've been wanting for, well, for quite some time, which is a wide range of PSUs, which come in at 850 watt, 1000 watt, and 1200 watt, and are gold rated. And in all honesty, while you won't see the silver strip and the white design, it's a pretty nice looking PSU overall. Both PSU ranges, the Gold and the Platinum, come with a 10-year warranty, and the Platinum, along with its 80+ rating, also comes with a Cybernetics Titanium rating. But be expected to pay for it, as it's likely going to be upwards of $400. But I guess while it is expensive, it is a very niche product, and most users instead will plump for the Gold C-Series range of PSUs instead, which are at a much more, let's say, palatable cost for the average gamer. So there we have it. That concludes what NZXT had at Computex 2024. Hopefully you enjoyed the coverage. If you did, you know exactly what to do, and check back for lots more coverage from the show. Until next time, I'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.